All right, we got this thing checked out. All the voltages appear to be solid. Got the main voltage of 121. It's 0.31 amps at 36 watts. And we're all within reason here. So we're going to continue on and do an attempt to do an alignment here. I'm going to wing this as best I can. I got the same situation as with the previous radio, piping it in through alligator clippy to the pin 6 of the converter tube, which is under the chassis. So I have to remember to get rid of that thing when I move it into the other adjustments. Okay, so here's what we start with. Converter grid at 0.5 microfarad, 455 on the setting of the generator. We're in the broadcast mode. Our dial is set at 600. And we're going to do A, B, C, and D, which is right up here. A, B, C, and D. So we're going to do that. I'm going to dispense with hooking up the VTVM to the thing and doing it that way. It would be great if I could do it that way, as opposed to setting it for tone like this, but I'm just going to wing it by ear. I may go back after this sequence is all done and maybe hook the VTVM to it and do it more directly and see if it peaks any further. But this will give you an idea of the procedure to start and end with here. So we're going to attempt to do the first step in adjusting the IF. So we start with A and go with as peak the sound as high as possible. That's that one. That's that one. That one. That one. Okay, now we're step 2 is we keep everything as it is and go to E, which is located down there on the side of the radio, and go for the minimum. Let's see if I can even hit it, because I can't see it. And let's see if I can twist this radio a little bit so we can get a look at it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, we'll have to use this. That one ain't doing it. Let's try this. That will do it. Okay, now let's get you back up here. sorry for all the jostling and everything. Now you know why I don't do this portion on video, is because it's just a lot of jumble around working with one camera. And if I do two cameras, well then I got to have light and everything, and my CFLs are, I mean, like right in my face. And you know what I say about my face. Now, we got those two done. So now I can disconnect this stuff off and move on to the antenna, the wave magnet. So hang on, let me get this stuff taken apart here. I'm going to take this loose from here and turn it up and get it over here. There we go. Okay, now we got to go to the antenna and ground with a 400 ohm and do 18 megacycles shortwave band and do the K. And the K is underneath the chassis, so I'm going to have to turn the chassis up so I can get to it. These are from the bottom, and there's two of them down there, K and G. G won't be until later, but K is right now. So we got to be in the short wave, and we got to go to 18. Right about there. I mean, you'll see some guys that want to go back and forth and rock this and rock that and try to peek it and peek it and peek it and peek it. Two shots at it should be adequate. I mean, you just need to get it within reason. You're not going to get it perfect, let me tell you. I'll tell you that right now. You're not going to get it exactly perfect. Now, maybe Mr. Carlson's lab can do that with all the precision stuff that he's got, and it all depends. You just need to get it close. It doesn't have to be precise. So let me tip this up. Because I'll tell you, if they needed to be really precise and everything, they would have used 1% resistors in the thing and 1% capacitors and everything. And they didn't have them back in them days. Close was good enough for them. And look, the radio's still working even today. So you don't need to be precise. I mean, God, some of these guys just send me up a wall. That's why I don't watch them too much. Okay, so now I need 400 ohm. We got that set. I need a 400 ohm on the. I we sure wreck a frickus. Yeah. On this thing, it doesn't say anything about the shorting link. So I'm just going to clip it on there like it is. And like, I don't remember what the hell I did with the other ones. But I know I didn't take off the shorting link on those. Now, to the trimmers. Let's get this standing up a little taller. Sorry for all the shaking and everything. There's going to be a little fracas. Now let's see if I can get this thing zoomed up a little bit. Now, where am I? Oh yeah. Okay. You can just barely make it out. Well, I had it barely made out. Right down in there, you see that one right there? And there's one right down in there. That's the bottom of the tuner. So we got to go in there and do it. And the K is in the front, so that'd be the one on the left right there. You can. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see it. Yeah, right in there. Right just to the left of that film resistor and that green screw right in between them. So, and there's the other one over there. So, let's see if we can get in there with something. I gotta tune the generator to 18. I'm not hearing it. Oh, crack, stupid bit. You stupid donkey. I don't have my Chinkawonky hooked to it. Couldn't hear it. Shit, I couldn't see it. Okay, there we go. Good duty, Mr. America fracas. I tell you, getting old is crap. Getting old and having cancer is crap even more. Jeez. Okay, let me redial this back to 18. Okay, there's that. We have this already set. Now let's see if I can pick up something. There we go. I'm at 18.1 on the generator. So I got to dial it back. So let's see if I can get in there and do now my hand is influencing it. I don't think I have anything that's longer that isn't going to well, let's see if I can do something with this. Okay, let me do this again. A little bit more to Santa Claus. Okay, that's going to have to be it for right now. Okay, now the next item up is antenna ground with 10 ohm shunt, 0.5 microfarad, 1500 kilocycles, broadcast position, and we do the F setting, the F trimmer, which is that one right there on the front. So hang on, let me make a shift here. I'm just not going to worry about that too much. We're going to have to, after this one, we're going to have to do the other under chassis one there, the G. So we got to go back to 1500. Go to 1500. 1500. Okay. Back to broadcast. And we go to 1500. You know, I'm gonna try and do it with a loop. can't seem to find it anywhere. Can't seem to find it anywhere. Ah. Well, let's see if we can.
Michael Knowles, why?
I'm not hearing anything. And I'm not sure why. There it is. Boy. That's pretty close. Let's take it off a little bit. Okay, there's that. Sorry you couldn't see it, but we'll move on to the next one, and that's going to be dash and G, align the antenna. So we're going to do the back part of the all right. Try this again. Okay, we're gonna do G, the back one on the underside of the tuner, and we're gonna do the 1500 kc. We're gonna adjust it so that we get something. We tune the antenna in. Excuse me while I pull the light. And we're going to go down in here and okay, do that. Sorry you guys can't see much. And, you know, yeah, a few moments ago, I had a text come in and tried to wipe it clean and get it out of my sight, and triggered it, and it shut the camera down and went to the text. And I tell you, man, I must get 20 Trump things a day or more, and I mean it's getting almost intolerable. I'll be glad when this election is over and we're fighting amongst each other. So now we did that one. Now we got to move to the J, and the J one is the patter. We got to do it at 600. So now I'm done under here. So let me get this thing flipped around, and yeah, you got to be really doggone conscientious about where you're putting everything while you're making these adjustments, man, because I mean, one thing will influence another, and will influence another, and will throw you completely off track. So now we got to go to 600. Moving the dial on the generator to 600. Okay, 600 there.
That jump. Zip recruiter, get it.
And across the Verde Valley.
Oh,
Give your
geez.
kitchen or bath a fresh upgrade with Quantra Quartz from Greenland Designer
You see
Services.
what I mean?
Quantra Quartz has the
No matter
cutting-edge
what you
designs
do,
and
you're
colors
always in the
looking
way
for.
of something. Okay, now we got to do this one over here. That is good. I know it says to rock, but most of the time you generally don't need to do that unless you're going to use a meter with it. Otherwise, you're just, I don't know, you're painstakingly stressing over little shit. So, that was that one, and the last one is 16 megacycles on 400 ohm. To the Fricafracus, and the do the M, and the M is right there on the front. So let me go to 16. Yeah, be close enough, or we like it. 16 meg. Ah, 16 meg. That is right there. I mean, that one there is right on. So let's see if there's any change on this from here. Not much. That's it. Professor Corey. All right. So that is it. Let's disconnect this crap so we can get our bearings back. Get this back here out of the way. Boy, this in here is going to be really Now you see why I don't mess with it, because sometimes you got to do these radios in the cabinet, and some you can do outside the cabinet. Some you got to turn upside down. Other ones you got to look at it with your eyes crossed. Another one you got to stick your tongue in your between your cheeks. You got to stand on one foot. That's the reason why I don't do all of these. Now the simple ones, yeah, those are the ones you can breeze through relatively easy with very little shaking and rattling going on, and the boogity shoe. The boogity shoe all over your face. So now we got all of that taken care of. Now what I want to go through is my light is dwindling. Let me see if I can easily go to battery power on the halogens. Without too much bother. All right, there's that. Okay, Boingy. How to set up the and make adjustments to the push buttons. So let me see. Okay, let me zoom you in a little bit so you can get a better shot at those. Now, these stems here that stick out, those adjustments are for your oscillator. It doesn't use the oscillator coil in the chassis. It uses the coils up in the push button mechanism. And those, you take a little gizzy thing like this. You might have to fashion your own, or get a pair of duckbill pliers or something like that you can grab these little flat spots on the ends and screw it in or screw it out to get your station. If you understand where your station's at, you can pretty much set your manual tuning and dial in the station that you want to set. See what's going on with that one, and try to memorize what you're hearing. Push the button you want to set that station to, and then put your little gizzy thing on there and spin it counterclockwise or clockwise until you hear the same content, and bring it in to the clearest you can hear it, and then get yourself a nut driver that's got a hollow tube in it, so you can slide it over the shaft and put it on those nuts in the back there. These nuts back here, you see them back in the back there at the base of these stems, and you would turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, and you would go for the loudest sound. That is your antenna adjustment, and you would do that for each of these other four. This one here there's no adjustment for, because this here is the one that locks in the dial so you can tune it by hand. So now that we're on there, let's put this back over here, and we will attempt to dial the first one in. I'll get a strike. I just know I will. Just know I never. And that's how you would do that one. Now you go to the next one. And you would dial that one in. And then you would go to the next one. And now you may have to go several turns in order to dial, because each of these coils in here are a little different characteristic, and which handles specific parts of segments of the band. And the last one.
That's your KQNA Night Beat. I'm Bill Monroe. KQNA's Night Beat has been brought to you by Buc-ee's and Yavapai Casinos. We're KQNA.
One, take the stem, dial your station in, bring it into the real crispness, and then go in with your nut driver, adjust the nut to the loudest portion of the volume, and you'll have your station set.
23. And it.
Okay, so, God, jeez, man, no wonder some people are getting an hour on their darn thing, and some don't even get it accomplished. I just about didn't. So anyway, there it is, and I'll get out of your hair for now. So let me zoom you back out. Okay. So there we are. We got her going. Now all I got to do is prep up the cabinet and get the push button bezel ready. So stay tuned. We'll have a unveiling soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your understanding.